With so many models to choose from, buying a new flat-screen TV can be a daunting task, and it doesn't help when the sales staff seem more interested in selling you things you may not actually need. That's why we've asked Chris Ruggles, Choice's big screen expert, to give us a few pointers.
The first question you should ask yourself is, how big a screen do you need? It may be tempting to go large, but if your lounge is fairly small, then you'll be better off with a screen that matches the distance you'll be sitting from it. A useful rule of thumb is to get a TV with a diagonal screen size that's about half the viewing distance. So if your sofa is 2 metres away from your screen, then a 102cm screen will be your starting point. For a viewing distance of 2.5 metres, a 127cm screen would be more appropriate, and so on. Of course, it's down to personal preference. Make a note of your normal viewing distance so that you can stand this far away from the TV in your local showroom before coming to any conclusions. The debate around LCD and plasma is still going strong, but you don't really need to get bogged down in the details. If your room is well lit for most of the time, then an LCD TV would be a better choice. They tend to be brighter than plasma. However, this can put them at a disadvantage when it comes to displaying blacks, which purists often claim is critical to image quality. Plasma screens are typically better in this regard, so if you have a dim lounge or even a dedicated home theatre room, then a plasma is a good option. Most new high-definition TVs can produce a 1080p signal, which basically means they can show an entire frame in a single hit rather than two separate fields in quick succession. But there's actually not that much 1080p content currently available. Some Blu-ray discs and next-gen game consoles use 1080p content, but HD television broadcasts are in plain old 1080i and are likely to stay that way for some time. So 1080p is an option, but certainly not a must-have. Unless you know your composite from your component, choosing the right connection types can be complicated. In order of preference, HDMI is the best, followed by component, then S-video, and finally composite. If you're not sure, then make a list of the things you want to connect to your new TV and take them into the store with you. In stores, the default for most TVs is typically a dynamic picture setting. While this makes them eye-catchingly bright and richly coloured in the showroom, it's not the best setting to use at home. Ask to see the TV in a standard colour mode. This will give you a better idea of what it would look like in your lounge. It'll also give you an opportunity to see just how easy it is to change specific settings like brightness, colour and contrast.
Thanks, Chris. So, to wrap up, pick a screen size to match your viewing distance, choose LCD or plasma based on the typical brightness of your room, don't worry too much about getting a 1080p TV unless you know you'll be using it with a Blu-ray player or next-gen games console. Make sure the TV has enough connections for all of your AV equipment, and finally, ask to see the TV in a standard picture mode and spend a little time playing with the settings for yourself. For more information on flat-screen TVs, including buying guides and in-depth reviews of the latest models, visit choice.com.au.